ウリュウ、マリア、返事して。ウリュウ、やっぱり僕はぬいぐるみなの？布と綿でできてるから喋れるわけないの？だからマリアとはおしゃべりできないの？
Sakutaro looked up at Maria sadly. Maria's face was covered with tears, and it looked as though she had even lost all traces of sadness.
聞こえてるよ、サクタロウ。サクタロウは布と綿でできたぬいぐるみなんかじゃないよ。マリアのお友達だよ。エンジェなんか嫌い。ウリュウ、マリアごめんね。マリアごめんね。ウリュウ。
Sakutaro regretted doing that. By freezing her heart, Maria had finally been able to escape from her sadness. By speaking up and calling her back, she ceased to be overwhelmed with sadness again. Sakutaro tried hugging Maria and letting go of her, then gazing at her uneasily, lost in how he could bring Maria's spirits up. He might have looked a little humorous doing that. In the end, that was enough to distract Maria from her sadness.
ごめんね。もう泣いても仕方ないもんね。エンジェとは喧嘩しちゃったけど、マリアにはまだたくさん友達がいるよ。僕だけじゃない。みんなもいるよ。サクスケもサク吉も動物の音楽隊も他にも。
Maria looked at the many stuffed animals around her pillow, which were gathered together as though they were having an idle chat.
みんなマリアのこと心配してるよ。どうしたらマリアが元気になってくれるかなってずっと相談しているよ。みんなはエンジェみたいにいなくならない？ならないよ。僕たちはいつだって一緒だよ。本当に？サク太郎たちは家でしか一緒じゃないよ。ママと一緒にお出かけできないし、学校にも一緒に行けないよ。僕たちは学校に行っちゃいけないから、先生に見つかったら怒られちゃうもん。でも、見つからないならいつだって一緒にいていいんだよ。サク太郎、大きいから見つかっちゃうね。だったら小さくて持ち歩ける子と一緒に行けばいいよ。例えば、ほら、森の音楽隊の仲間たちなら、ほら、小さいからマリアのポケットに隠れて一緒に学校に行けるよ。音楽隊いっぱいいるよ。ポケットに入りきらないよ。
She collected all the forest band pieces that were scattered across her bed. There are about as many of them as pieces in a chess set. It would probably be impossible to fit them all in her pocket.
なら、特に仲良しのお友達だけを連れて行くといいよ。森の音楽隊の中で一番マリアと仲良しのウサギの4人組を連れてくといいよ。4つならポケットに入る。これなら見つからないね。だからマリアはこれで学校でも一人ぼっちじゃないよ。僕が一緒に行けないところでもこの子たちなら一緒にいてくれるよ。なら寂しくないかも。お家に帰ってくるまで我慢できるかも。ママと先生にさえ見つからなければ僕たちはいつだって一緒にいられるんだよ。そしていつまでも一緒にいよう。遊んでいよう。僕たちはマリアを絶対に一人ぼっちになんかさせないから。ウリュウ！
Maria's expression finally regained a little of its brightness. That's right. In the beginning, Maria's world didn't have Enji in it. Even without Enji, it was fun with everyone. Yet strangely enough, it suddenly became sad without Enji, who had come in at the end. And all that's happened that I've returned to the world right before Enji entered it. There's nothing to be sad about.
寂 寂しくないよ。サクタロもみんなも一緒だもん。ウリュウ、マリア大好き。もう人間なんかにマリアの世界には誰も立ち入らせないよ。マリアージュ・ソルシエールはマリアとベアトリーチェだけの二人きりの同盟。もともとベアともエンジェを加えるのには反対してたし、これでいいんだもんね。エンジェはまだ幼すぎたんだよ。エンジェのことはまた仲良しになれるまで当分は忘れていていいと思うよ。マリアがまた元気を取り戻せたら一緒に遊べばいいよ。それまで僕たちみんながずっとそばにいるからね。ありがとう、サクタロ。みんな。
Then Maria once again regained her former world. She regained the world that wasn't lonely, where she was surrounded by many friends. Just like usual, she didn't have any human friends at school, but her magic friends were always with her. The rabbit band she hid in her pockets talked with her during class, sounding like they were having fun. Just listening to that greatly embellished the time she spent in class. Maria made it so that, as long as Mama and the teacher didn't find out, her other friends could always be with her. When Mama told Maria to go play outside, Maria would secretly pack Sakutaro and Sakusuke and the rest into her bag and play together at the library or somewhere. Even when Mama was late coming home and Maria went shopping for dinner, she always went with Sakutaro. The man at the convenience store and the other people were nice to Sakutaro. He sometimes gave a second portion free for Maria and Sakutaro. When Mama found out, Maria would get into trouble for bringing Sakutaro and the rest outside. When the teacher found out, Maria would get in trouble for bringing toys to school. The toxin must be strong in Mama and the teacher. That's why Sakutaro looks like a normal stuffed animal to them. After all, the convenience store man and the others say hello to Sakutaro. Not all humans are hopeless. There are tons of people who, unlike NJ and Mama and teacher, can say hello to magic friends like I can.
Maria-chan kai? いらっしゃい。今夜もママは帰りが遅いのかい？
でもサクタロたちも一緒だから寂しくないの。ねえサクタロ。ウリュウ、今日はね、僕だけじゃないんだよ。他のお友達も一緒なんだよ。
おや、他のお友達かい？今日はどんなお友達が一緒なんだい？
今日はね、森の音楽隊のウサギさんたちも一緒。ほら、ポケットに入ってるの。
Maria began to line up the 4 ceramic rabbit dolls at the register. As the owner of the shop looked at it, smiling, he sent a signal to a part-timer with his chin. Then the sign on the other registers that said closed was taken down, and a voice called out for everyone to move over there. All the people in the line behind Maria lined up behind that one.
そうかそうか。マリアちゃんにはお友達がいっぱいだね。ママも早く帰ってきてくれればいいのに。
ママはまたお仕事が忙しくて会社にお泊まりなの。最近はよく忙しくなるの。マリアと電話でお話しする時間も全然取れない。でも寂しくないよ。マリアにはサクタロたちがいるもんね。ウリュウ、ウサギの音楽隊のみんなも一緒だもん。ほら、キューキュー。
ウサギの鳴き声ってキューキューだったっけ？はて、そういや聞いたことないな。
After smiling at Sakutaro, who was poking his head out of her knapsack, she played around with the rabbit band on the register, making them frolic around. Although the shop manager gazed at this pleasantly, he had a slightly pitying look on his face. This was apparently a single-mother household, where the mother had to work hard and couldn't come home very often. On top of that, it looked like this girl didn't even have any friends. As he watched her play around happily with her dolls and claim that she wasn't lonely despite everything, he couldn't help but feel a kind of compassion. And actually, this wasn't limited to him alone. Maria had become quite famous in the shopping district.
マリアちゃん、たまにはおでんも食べなさい。卵とか練り物とか食べないと大きくなれないよ。
クリームパンじゃダメ？ウリュウ、いろいろ食べないと大きくなれないよ。今日はおでんにしよう。じゃあおでんにする。
そうしなさい。おじさんが多めに入れておくよ。からしいる？
うりゅう、辛いのは苦手。
そうかそうか。じゃあこぼさないように持って帰りな。温かいうちが美味しいよ。
ありがとう。
She had planned on getting some sweet pastries for dinner, but since Odin had been recommended to her, she would be having that tonight instead. Letting someone else determine the menu makes for an unexpected and interesting meal. Very often, Maria had to decide what her dinner would be on her own, so it was easy for the menus to get a little one-sided. So it felt fun to have a meal that she hadn't anticipated.
うりゅう、おじさん、おまけしてくれてありがとう。
お家にいる他のお友達にもよろしくね。途中でつまみ食いしちゃダメだよ。まっすぐお家へ帰ってから食べるんだよ。
おじさん、ありがとう。
Maria raised the bag with the Odin container high.
あれ、うりゅう、どうしたのマリア。ポケットに鍵がない。
Standing in front of the door to her house, Maria searched all over her body. The key to the house wasn't there. She always methodically put it in the same pocket, so there was no way she would have put it in another pocket, but searched her entire body just in case. Unsurprisingly, it wasn't there.
お財布を出した時に落とした？お財布を出してしまう時にはちゃんと手応えがあったもん。途中でポケットを探った時にもちゃんと手応えがあった。途中まではあったの。落としてなんかいない。
Even though the late autumn wind had been bearable when Maria had been thinking of returning home, where the heater was, now that she was confused and had lost her key, that wind tormented her. But no matter how hard she searched, she couldn't find her key. She turned out all of her pockets and even tried taking off her jacket and hitting it, but no avail. Of course, she also turned the knapsack Sakutaro was in upside down, but the key didn't come out. Something that should have been there wasn't where it was supposed to be. Why wasn't the key there when I didn't do anything wrong? Why wasn't it? Why? Why? Maria was cold and frustrated and angry, and she stamped on the ground. The bottom of her foot throbbed, but that didn't lessen her frustration. At the same time, her tears poured out. It wasn't her fault, so it was someone else's fault. But Maria didn't know who that someone was, and could do nothing but continue to let out a moan of anger.
ウリュウ、きっと途中で落としたんだよ。探そう。来た道を戻って探そう。せっかくおでん買ったのに、卵とかおまけしてもらったのに、あったかいうちに食べられない。マリア、悔しいけど探そう。誰も悪くないよ。探そう。
Maria finally lent an ear to Sakutaro's words and began to trot back on the road she had come on. The wind was colder than before, and it felt like it was blowing through the corners of her jacket in a mean way.
ウリュウ、しっかり足元を見て探そう。そして早くお家に帰って暖房で温まりながらおでんを食べよう。きっと美味しいよ。ない。ない。
As Sakutaro encouraged her, Maria searched for the key. When she made it all the way back to the convenience store where she bought the Odin, she hadn't found it. Just in case, she asked the man at the convenience store whether they had found a dropped key, but they hadn't found anything. One more time she returned home, paying close attention to the area around her feet. But unsurprisingly, she didn't find it. She was no longer frustrated enough to stomp her feet, but hot tears dripped down her face. The Odin had cooled down completely. Even though she had been told it would be delicious when warm, she hadn't been able to eat it. Even though that man had given her so much free stuff.
ウリュウ、泣かないで。ママは今夜帰ってこないんだよ。頑張って探そう。なんで見つからないの？マリア、 泣かないで。頑張って探そう。マリア。
Maria was no longer able to hold back her tears. Sobbing, she clutched Sakutaro and held the bag of Odin, once again returning down the road she had come by. Perhaps because more and more houses and stores had turned their lights off by now, it was even darker and harder to search before. And once again, without finding the key, she returned to the convenience store.
マリアちゃん、鍵まだ見つからないのかい？
鍵ない。
お母さん、今日は泊まりだって。鍵ないとお家入れないの？
入れない。
そりゃ困ったね。交番には行ってみた。届いてるかもしれないよ。
ママがおまわりさんに話しかけられてもお話ししちゃダメって言った。
そりゃまたどうして？
It was probably because Rosa would be liable for making such a young girl like Maria watch over the house by herself, and because she knew that this wasn't something that would be permitted by society. So Maria was indoctrinated into changing the store she bought things at so she didn't catch the eyes of the adults, and into saying no more than a greeting to policemen, even if they talked to her. Maria had obediently done as she was told. Instead of considering why she must do that, she was much more concerned with meekly obeying because her mother had told her so. But the manager at the convenience store probably didn't think of it that way. In the first place, seeing such a young girl being forced to watch over the house alone, and so frequently, would make anyone worry. And then, after making the round trip between her home and the store once more, and arriving at the convenience store for a third time, a policeman was there.
あの子です。マリアちゃん、鍵見つかったかい？
見つからない。
お嬢ちゃん、お名前は
？The policeman asked her name, but Maria didn't answer.
お母さんにおまわりさんとお話ししちゃいけないって言われてるの？大丈夫だよ。おじさんは怖くないよ。お嬢ちゃんは晩ご飯は食べた？
だけど、お家に入れないから食べられない。
お母さんはどうしてるの？今日は帰ってこないの？お仕事？お母さんの会社の連絡先、わかるかな？
Maria hung her head limply. She didn't understand why the policeman was getting mad at her. No, he probably wasn't getting mad at her, but if this reached her mother's ears, she would definitely be in trouble. Even if she didn't understand the reason why she would be in trouble, she at least understood that much. But the policeman wouldn't let Maria go, and her head was swimming from hunger. Then the policeman noticed that and decided that he'd listen to her story as they ate in the police box. Maria was taken to the police box. She had her Odin heated in a microwave oven, and even salty rice cakes and hot tea were brought out for her. She had been told not to talk to policemen, but after being asked about Sakutaro, she responded, starting to feel like it wasn't a bad person. And anyway, she wouldn't be able to return home now, so she didn't know what to do. She told her mama's work phone number, which she had been told to tell no one of and only use in a very, very serious situation. In the tatami room inside the police box, as she ate the Odin that was so hot it felt like it would burn her, she watched the policeman making the phone call, lazily thinking, I'm probably gonna get in trouble.
マリア、ママに怒られるかな。マリア。
He must have listened to the phone ring for a very long time. With the receiver up to his ear, the policeman looked up at the clock, grumbling.
営業時間終えちゃってるから出ないのかな。もしもし。もしもし。有限会社アンチローザさんで。こちら、小松川警察署千本桜駅前交番でございます。う大館じゃないや、後宮社長さんはいらっしゃいますか？はい。休暇中？
はい。社長は昨日から3日間休暇になってます。どういったご用件で？
いや。それで、どちらにおられるかわかりますかね？連絡先とか聞いてたりしませんかね？
待ちいただいてよろしいですか？ねえ、誰か社長の旅行先聞いてる？連絡先。彼氏と札幌カニ食い放題って聞きました。了解。もしもし、札幌に行ってるそうですけど、連絡先まではちょっとわかりません。ご伝言しますか？
そうですか。参ったな。じゃあ、もし連絡がつきましたら、こちらから電話があったとお伝えできますか？ええ、はい。
After that, I was taken to the police department, which was even bigger, and ended up spending the night there. Then they asked me various things about myself. A lady who called herself a district welfare office came by and asked about a lot of things. And I was told, you poor thing. When I heard that, I learned for the first time.
マリアって、かわいそうだったの？ウリュウ、そんなことないよ。マリアは幸せ。ほー。
Then, Rosa came back. Maria was told to go to her room, but on her way back from the bathroom, she hid by the entrance to the living room and listened in on the exchange. The person who had come to visit was the female district welfare officer who asked Maria various questions the other day.
そういう押し付けは困ります。マリアは心が純粋すぎて繊細だから、無神経な子がいたら傷つけられてしまうんです。余計なおせっかいはやめてください。
でもね、お母さん、そんなに繊細な子ならなんで一人で家に放置しておくの？お母さんが一緒にいてあげるべきなんじゃないですか？
なるべく一緒にいるようにしています。そんなことあなたに指図される覚えはありません。
そうですか？この辺のご近所ではとても有名ですよ。お宅のお嬢さんが夜頻繁に買い物や食事に来るって、みんな気にしてて気を使ってくれてたんですよ。
どうしてうちの子だとわかるんですか？子供なんて街中にいくらでもいるじゃないですか。勝手にうちのマリアだと決めつけないでください。夜に出歩く子供だってたまにはいるでしょう。それらが全てうちの子だという証拠でもあるんですか？
ライオンのぬいぐるみを抱いた女の子がよく夕食を食べに来る、買いに来るって商店街でもとても有名だったんですよ。みんなマリアちゃんのことを思って大切にしてくれてました。
ライオンのぬいぐるみなんてどこにでもあります。自宅まで送るなんて余計なお世話です。マリアを誘拐するつもり？マリアに構わないで。マリアは私の子です。私が育ててます。おかしな施設に入れるつもりもまるでありません。余計なおせっかいはやめて。
ウリュウ、ライオンのぬいぐるみって僕のこと？大丈夫だよ。怒られるのはマリアだよ。サクタロは関係ないよ。
Maria hugged Sakutaro, continuing to watch her mother fearfully.
私もマリアと毎日一緒にいられたらと思います。でもシングルマザーですから働かなくちゃならない。私はこう見えても会社の社長ですから社員の生活も背負っている。一年中仕事で忙しいんですよ。休む暇だってないんです。
そう？でもこの3日間お休みだったんでしょ？
休みなんかじゃありません。私はずっと会社で泊まりがけで仕事をしていました。他の頼りない社員では片付けられない案件が私には山積みなんです。
どうしてそんな嘘つくの？あなたの会社の人が3日間お休みを取ってますって言ってるのよ。彼氏さんと北海道に行ってきたんでしょ？娘さんを3日間も置いて。
彼氏なんて知りません。北海道なんて知りません。どうしてそんなデタラメ言うの？どうしてなんか証拠でもあるの？何よあんた、勝手に人の家のことに口を出さないでよ。私はマリアを愛してるのよ。私には私なりの愛し方があるのよ。勝手に口出さないでよ。 私は旅行になんて行ってないわよ。仕事してたのよ、ずっと。マリアに1秒でも早く会いたくて、仕事を少しでも早く片付けようと一生懸命会社に泊まり込んで、ずっと知らない北海道なんて知らないわよ。勝手なこと言わないで。もう帰ってよ。何なのよあんたは。帰って。
Rosa raged, her hair flying wildly. A teacup was knocked over from force of her standing up, but far louder than that was the sound of her beating the table with both hands. When faced with this rage that could accurately be described as wide-eyed derangement, the district welfare office couldn't help but to be taken aback. And the same went for Maria, who was secretly watching this from the hallway. She had already seen her mother in a rage several times before this, but she had never seen her this crazed with anger. When she saw this, Maria was sure. This was no longer her mother. It was some other evil being that was possessing her mother's body. And then she herself was discovered by the evil being. Maria knew that she was being reflected in the evil being's eyes. Her mind went blank as she went through her field of vision and was racing off into the distance. After fiercely closing in on Maria, Rosa mercilessly slapped her on the small shoulders and dropped her gaze downwards toward the stuffed animal Maria was holding, Sakutaro.
マリア、あなた、あれだけお外にそれを持って行っちゃダメって言ったのに、持って行ったのね。
ウリュウ、マリアは悪くないよ。僕がついていくって言ったの。違うよ。マリアが寂しいから勝手にサクタロを連れてったの。だからママ、サクタロは悪くないの。ウリュウ、マリア。サクタロは悪くないよ。サクタロは悪くないよ。
Instead of Maria, the brunt of Rosa's anger was aimed at the lion stuffed animal Maria was holding. A girl went shopping in the middle of the night, always clutching a lion stuffed animal. Because of that, she had become well known in the shopping center.
ぬいぐるみ持ってっちゃダメって言ったでしょ。どうしてあんたはママの言うことが聞けないのよ。どうしてよ。どうしてママの言いつけがちゃんと守れないのよ、あんたは。
With every single word, she stamped her heel, banged furiously on the wall. Of course, she didn't make any direct contact with Maria. However, the violence and the harsh sound certainly beat against her.
お母さん、おやめなさい。
話してよ。話せって言ってんでしょ。
The district welfare officer had come back to her senses and was pinning Rosa's arm behind her back. But the instant Rosa was touched, she went wild, furiously throwing the welfare officer off. She hit the table and fell to the ground. A teacup on the table smashed on the floor, making a violent sound.
マリアは悪くないよ。僕が悪いの。だからマリアを叱らないで。サクタロを連れてったのはマリア。サクタロは悪くないの。サクタロは悪くないの。だからサクタロをそんな怖い目で見ないで。マリアを叱らないで。マリアを叱らないで。ウリュー。
あんた、さっきから何をやってるの？あんた、そのお人形さんごっこ、外でもやってたの？お店の人の前でもやってたの？だから少しは考えろ、このバカ！なんであんたはそう大バカなのよ！正直におっしゃいな。お外でお買い物をするとき、ママに内緒でいつもそのぬいぐるみを持ち歩いてたのね。
ウリュウ。
その変なぬいぐるみ語をやめなさい。ぬいぐるみじゃなく、あなたの言葉で喋りなさい。
サクタロはぬいぐるみじゃないよ。マリアの友達だよ。ぬいぐるみって言わないで。言わないで。
はいはい、わかったわ。サク太郎だったわね、名前。 ママに内緒でその作太郎人形を持っていつもお買い物に行っていたのね。
Maria admitted it honestly. If she hadn't admitted it, then Sakutaro would have said something to take the blame. So by admitting it right away, she was protecting her small friend.
作太郎だけ？他には？まさか学校にも何か変なのを持って行ってるんじゃないでしょうね。
お母さん、お嬢さんは悪くないでしょう。そのキスもおやめなさい。
あんたは黙ってなさい。私と娘の話でしょ。ほらマリア、ママの目を見て話をしなさい。ママの質問にお返事は？
作太郎だけじゃないの。ウサギのみんなも一緒。
今も持ってるの
？Maria fished around in her pockets, pulling out 4 ceramic rabbits with her tiny hand. The rabbits were her close friends, who could be together with her at school in Sakutaro's place. But when Rosa saw that, she shook her head slightly as though dizzy. On the school notice, it had been written that Maria was apparently bringing toys to school and playing with them, and her family was instructed to try and prevent this. But Rosa had rejected that, blaming the teacher for phoning in a protest of her own to the school, saying that there was no way her child would bring toys to school. For nearly an hour, she had shouted at the vice principal to stop making false accusations about her daughter. To a certain degree, those at school had grasped that Maria was a pitiful girl. They knew that the small toys she brought with her were her only friends, so they had done their best to overlook it. But when the other students caught sight of them, some of the boys had started complaining that only she could bring toys, and the school had racked their brains on how to cope with this. They had tried to gently send warning by the way of the mother. After Rosa's overreaction, even Maria's teacher decided to overlook it. But now Rosa knew. She had been the one who was wrong, and her daughter really had been bringing toys to school. And those at the school had known that she was a disgrace who brought toys to school and played with them as though they were her only friends. To Rosa, who thought her daughter was just a little different from normal children, having this peculiar side of her daughter exposed and found fault with was, much more than anything else, something she couldn't bear. So she howled. She raged. The district welfare officer tried to cut between Rosa and Maria again, but she only met with Rosa's wrath once more. Rosa once again threw the woman off with the face of it like a demon. And when that failed to curb her anger, she stomped on the ground over and over, so forcefully that it seemed like she might break through the floor. Then, after seeming to come back to her senses for a second, she immediately froze her harsh breathing and asked Maria.
Maria, そのウサギの音楽隊はマリアの大切なお友達？そう、4人もお友達がいてよかったわ。
As she said that, Rosa grabbed one of the rabbits from Maria's hand. Then she shoved it in front of Maria's eyes so she could see it very well. The cute rabbit was holding a trumpet and was like a doll in a chess piece. She slowly lifted it into the air. Of course, Maria and Sakutaro's eyes also followed it. And then with a speed that the eye couldn't follow, she smashed it against the wall. She had half imagined that this was the worst possible thing that might happen, so she instantly realized what had been done. So Maria let out a short, despairing scream. It was in pieces. It had been small and sturdy, but it hadn't been enough to withstand her mother's fierce rage.
ママの言うことをちゃんと聞かないから一つ壊れちゃったわ。今後ママの言うことを守らないたびにまた一つ壊すからね。覚えておきなさい。
あなた、そんなことするなんて母親ですか？そんなことしてお嬢さんが傷つかないと思ってるんですか？
マリアが傷つく？私も傷ついているのよ。私の傷は誰が責任取ってくれるのよ。誰が？あんたは黙っててって言ってるでしょ。やめてママ。悪いのはマリア。おばさんを怒らないで。
マリアは悪くないよ。僕が悪いの。マリアを怒らないで。うりゅうりゅうりゅうりゅうりゅう
そのぬいぐるみごっこをやめろって言ったでしょ。大体ね、気持ち悪いのよ。ぬいぐるみがお友達ってあんた今年でいくつよ。何歳よ。こんなの布と綿の気持ち悪い下手くそなぬいぐるみじゃない。こんなのしか友達いないのあんた。こんな化け物のぬいぐるみとお友達ごっこしてる暇があったらちゃんとした人間の友達を作りなさいよ。なんであなたにはいつまでもお友達ができないのよ。そうなんだからいつまでもクラスで変わり者扱いされてバカにされて、もうほんとしっかりしていい加減にして。こんなぬいぐるみ遊びもう卒業しちゃってよ。
ウリュウリュウ。
だからそのぬいぐるみごっこをやめろって言ってるでしょ。
ママ返して。サキ太郎返して。ウリュウウリュウウリュウウリュウ。
Mama grabbed hold of Sakutaro's head and took him from me. Then she smashed him against the wall, over and over.
痛いよ痛いよ痛い痛い痛い。
やめろっつってんのよ。そのぬいぐるみごっこをやめろっつってんでしょ。こんなぬいぐるみがあるから。だからあんたはいつまでも友達を作らないのよ。だから一人だけクラスで浮いてておかしな子扱いされるんでしょうが。こんなぬいぐるみあげなきゃよかった。こんな気持ち悪いぬいぐるみあげなきゃよかった。
やめてー。サク太郎返して。サク太郎返して。サク太郎はマリアのお友達なの。親友なの。サク太郎さえいれば他には何もいらない。だから返して返して。
For some reason, my frantic request just added oil to the fire of Mama's anger. Mama pushed my arm aside as I tried to grab Sakutaro and snatch him back. And in a bizarre way, she stuck her fingernails on both hands deep into Sakutaro, twisting him. The red muffler, which I had carefully wrapped around him every day, came off and fell to the floor. Sakutaro, who had been so precious to me, was twisted, smashed, and torn out with fingernails so much. He was twisted painfully, his face curving in sadness. Then Mama's fingernails found a stitch in the neck and tore it. With the fingernails of both hands, she tore it apart. In that instant, Sakutaro's yellow cloth and the cotton inside burst apart. It looked almost like moist cotton candy.
リュウ太郎マリアサク太郎ウリュウ太郎太郎。
The crumpled yellow cloth and the cotton candy flowing out were thrust right in front of my eyes. Then, through Mama's evil face, the evil being stated it clearly.
サク太郎は死んでしまいました。
マリア、マリア、泣くんでない。
ベアトリーチェ、ベアトリーチ
ェ。サク太郎は良き友人であった。そなたがそれを忘れぬ限り、常にそなたと共にある。だから泣くんでない。
生き返らせて。ベアとはいろんな魔法が使えるんだもんね。サクタロだって生き返らせられるよね。
それは無論作太郎がわらわの家具だったならそれもたやすい。しかし作太郎はそなたの家具だ。わらわにそれは難しい。
難しいってことは無理じゃないんだよね。生き返らせて。無限の魔法で生き返らせて。
実はな、作太郎のよりしろはローザの手作りのぬいぐるみであったろう。そのローザが作太郎を否定した。母にその生を許されなかった命は存在できぬのだ。
Beatrice's words were feeble, because she knew that no matter what the excuse, it wouldn't be enough to call Maria and make her accept it. But she had to communicate the painful truth to her disciple and close friend. She had to tell her the fact that even with all her own power, even she could not revive Sakutaro.
そなたが作太郎の存在を強く信じる限り、その魂が消え去ることはない。だからマリア、どうか悲しむな。今もほら、すぐそこで作太郎が微笑んでいると信じるのだ。
サク太郎を生き返らせてくれなきゃ。やだ。
諦めよ。作太郎を蘇らせる魔法はない。そしてそれでもなお作太郎がそなたの親友であり続けることを強く信じよ。その力が魔法となる。
そんなの魔法じゃない。魔法じゃない。サク太郎が生き返らなきゃ嫌だ。ママの手作りだからダメなの。どうしてママはサク太郎を作ったの？マリアにプレゼントするためじゃないの？マリアのお友達にするためじゃないの？なのになんでママは自分で作って自分で壊したの？どうしてママは自分で産んで自分で壊そうとするの？わかんない。わかんない。ママが憎いよ。ママが憎い。悔しい。悔しい。悲しい。悲しい。サク太郎がそうされたようにママをねじり上げてやりたい。爪を立てて引き裂いて布地と綿にしてやりたい。悔しいよ。悔しいよ。ベアトリーチェ。サク太郎。
From the darkness behind Maria's back, two massive jet-black arms crept out, twisting around Maria as she sobbed in anger. Then, massive fingernails stuck into Maria's chest and stomach. Maria could not see that, but Beato could. Anger and sadness without any place to go will tear you apart. Beato knew that. She could see that. Yes. In the end, those massive arms were Maria's own. Those fingernails slowly started to eat into her chest and stomach. With their immense size and strength, those arms could probably tear Maria to bits easily. But Maria herself couldn't notice. Drowning in a sea of her own tears, she couldn't notice that her own arms were trying to tear her apart her own chest.
悔しい。悔しい。サク太郎がどうしても生き返らせられないなら、マリアは復讐したい。ママを同じ目に合わせてやりたい。サク太郎と同じ目に合わせてやりたいの。ベアドリーチェ。 そのための魔法を教えて。ママをやっつける魔法を教えて。
その言葉は本心。
ママを殺す。殺してやる。あれはママじゃないよ。ママに取り付いた悪い魔女だ。ママの魔女を殺してやる。
よかろう。その力をそなたに与えよう。心美しきそなたが自らに引き裂かれるくらいなら、そなたにその苦しみを与えた心なき母こそがよほど引き裂かれるに値する。教えようぞ、魔女の世界を、光さすことなき深淵の奥底を。
サクタロ、サクタロ。みんな嫌い嫌い、大嫌い。ママも嫌い、エンジェも嫌い。みんな大嫌い。